Welcome to Rob Talks. Thank you all for your support. Here's the translation from the Mayan calendar for February 1st, 2026 for all three calendars. First up is the long count calendar, which is being represented by 13 Baktun, 0 Katan, 13 Tun, 2 Winal, and the 4 Kin. This long count position marks a quiet but meaningful stabilization after recent energetic shifts. You are integrating what has been learned and allowing it to settle naturally into daily rhythm. There is no need to rush. Steadiness is the medicine today. The 4 Kin is about an early movement after a transition. Balance is now forming through small and steady steps. You're being asked to let insights rest rather than act on all of them at once. This is a time to focus on one simple, grounding task and do it with care. Also, notice what feels calm and sustaining. That's where alignment lives now. Before I move on to the Tzolk'in calendar, I'm also translating the entire Tzolk'in 13-day cycle in its own video. If you're interested, I'll link it at the end of this one. Yesterday we began a new Tzolk'in cycle, and the date is now 2 Chuwen. Chuwen is represented by the monkey. It's about creative intelligence, artistry, humor, and weaving reality through joy. The number 2 is about duality, discernment, choice, and relationships. Together, 2 Chuwen invites playful awareness, but not as a distraction, but as a sacred curiosity. This is a day to notice where creativity feels light versus forced. The universe asks you to choose joy consciously and to relate to your creativity as a living companion. You are being asked to engage in creative play without expectation of the outcome, and to explore ideas gently instead of committing immediately. Now is the time to laugh, or lighten the mood, or shift perspectives. Also, notice which choices restore your sense of wonder. Now, let's see what the Hob calendar has to say. Today's date is 19 Sek. Sek is about emotional cleansing, energetic balance, and inner recalibration. Day 19 is about the completion of purification and the readiness to release a cycle. Together 19 Sek is the closing breath of a purification cycle. Whatever has been clearing, whether that's emotionally, mentally, or energetically, now reaches a completion. Tomorrow's energy will shift, so today is about gratitude, release, and inner equilibrium. You're being asked to consciously release emotional residue from the past and to clean or clear a space as a symbolic closing. This is also a time to acknowledge how far you've come, even if it's been quietly. Now let's look at what the collective message is from all three calendars. Here's the meaning of each calendar summed up. The long count is about wisdom settling into a steady rhythm, and the Tzolk'in is about choosing joy, creativity, and a playful awareness. The Hob calendar reflects a completion of emotional purification. Together this is a day of gentle closure and creative recalibration. It's lightness anchored by maturity. Collectively this is a pause between cycles. It's a moment to exhale before momentum shifts again. Creativity, humor, and softness helps integrate recent emotional work. The field supports playful reflection rather than heavy decision-making. The overall message today is that what you enjoy integrating today becomes the wisdom you can sustain tomorrow. You're being guided to let yourself be the light today. You don't need to prove growth, you're living it. Creativity doesn't need pressure, and clarity doesn't need force. This is the time to allow joy to be part of your alignment process. Here is an affirmation reflecting today's calendars, but please first remember to give us a thumbs up and to subscribe to help us grow. Thank you. Now here's the affirmation. I integrate wisdom with joy. My creativity flows easily, and my energy is balanced and clear. Thank you all for your support.